2026. Humanity has reached the peak of technological civilization. Artificial intelligence, global networks, instant communication. Everything is connected. But in another reality, none of this ever existed. No internet, no global network, no shared world. And what humanity became without it is far more disturbing than anyone could imagine. (2026). In our world, humanity is more connected than ever before. Every second, billions of messages, videos, and ideas travel across the planet instantly. But in this reality, none of that ever happened. There is no internet, no social media, no Google, no digital world connecting humanity together. Only isolated systems, disconnected nations, and a civilization that never truly learned how to communicate globally. It all began in 1969. In our timeline, scientists created ARPANET, the first step toward the internet. But here, the project was canceled before it could grow. Governments chose military expansion over global communication. A single political decision quietly changed the future of humanity forever. Computers still evolved. They became faster, smaller, and more powerful. But they remained completely isolated. A computer in New York could not communicate with one in London or Tokyo. Every machine became its own digital island. Technology advanced, but civilization stayed fragmented. By the 1980s, personal computers entered homes around the world, but something critical was missing: connection. People exchanged files using floppy disks, tapes, and physical storage devices. Even simple communication required transportation. The world looked futuristic, but still functioned like the past. Without internet, email never existed. Businesses relied on fax machines, expensive phone calls, and physical mail. International communication was slow and inefficient. A message traveling across the world could take days, sometimes weeks. Distance still controlled human civilization. Without decentralized communication, information remained under the control of television networks, newspapers, and radio stations. There were no independent creators, no viral videos, no alternative media. What people knew about the world depended entirely on a small number of powerful institutions. Companies like Microsoft, Apple, and IBM still became giants. But instead of building connected ecosystems, they created isolated technological empires. Every company used different systems, different formats, different technologies. Nothing truly worked together. No YouTube, no TikTok, no Instagram. Global culture never fully formed. Trends spread slowly. Music remained regional, and humanity lost the ability to experience the same moments together in real time. The economy still became global, but painfully slow. Financial systems struggled to synchronize across continents. Stock markets relied on delayed information. International business moved at the speed of paperwork instead of data. In this world, governments never lost control of information. There were no decentralized networks exposing secrets instantly. Censorship became easier because when communication is limited, control becomes invisible. By the early 2000s, the world looked modern on the surface, but underneath, everything was fragile. Global trade depended on slow coordination. Entire industries relied on outdated systems. Humanity had built a modern civilization without modern communication. In our world, social media helped revolutions spread across borders, but here, movements stayed isolated. There was no viral coordination. No global activism. Most revolts disappeared before the rest of the world even heard about them. Then came the global crisis of the 2020s. Without internet, countries struggled to share scientific information quickly. Governments reacted independently. Confusion spread faster than solutions. For the first time, humanity realized how dangerous disconnection had become. Supply chains began to fail. Communication delays slowed entire industries. Some economies recovered. Others collapsed completely. The world economy stopped functioning as one system and broke into isolated regions fighting for survival. To survive, governments and corporations started creating private digital networks, military systems, banking infrastructures, corporate communication grids, but none of them connected together. Humanity was rebuilding the internet in fragments. Artificial intelligence still emerged, but without global data, AI evolved in isolation. Every country developed its own systems, its own algorithms, its own digital intelligence. There was no shared technological evolution. By 2026, humanity was no longer one connected civilization. It had become a collection of isolated worlds, technologically advanced, but socially fragmented. A planet filled with machines, yet divided by silence. Then a dangerous idea appeared. Scientists proposed creating a single global communication network, a system capable of connecting humanity for the first time in history. They called it Global Net. But many feared the consequences. Governments feared losing control. Corporations feared losing dominance, because connecting the world would also make it vulnerable. And for the first time, humanity questioned whether connection itself could become dangerous. And so, humanity stood at the edge of a new era, after decades of isolation, fragmentation, and silence. One question remained. What would happen if a disconnected civilization suddenly became connected? Would it unite humanity or destroy the world it spent decades building? You've just witnessed a world where humanity never created the internet. A world divided by silence, by isolation, by disconnected civilizations evolving alone. But what other timelines are hiding behind a single decision? A project canceled, a connection never made, a future completely rewritten. On Time Twist, we explore the alternate histories that could have reshaped our world. Like, subscribe, step into the next timeline,